What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today I just want to say, just because you call yourself pro-black, you call yourself a Pan-African, and just because you want to go to Africa and buy land don't make you pro-black or Pan-African. I think we need to make that clear. There's a lot of fake Pan-Africans out there. There's a lot of fake pro-black out there who are using the sentiment of pro-blackness, Pan-Africanism, but in actuality, they're not actually Pan-African pro-black. There's a lot of black people who are not pro-black, who are not Pan-African, who go to Africa and buy land. There's a lot of people who don't respect Africans, don't respect African culture, who go to Africa and start businesses and buy land. And they'll work with individuals over there to benefit themselves. Because the thing is, if you only care about yourself, you can't be a Pan-African. Or you're not pro-black. And even though to be black, you should be pro-black. So the word pro-black, it shouldn't even be a term, because that implies that there's black people who are inherently anti-black, like it's a choice, like a fucking choice, right? But the thing is, there are a lot of pretenders out there, guys. You know, they say they're Pan-Africans or pro-black, but then you look at the things that they talk about, things that they do. It's not very Pan-African-like. It's not in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. They talk trash about women, disrespecting women. You can't have Pan-Africanism without trying to unify with the black woman. The black woman is an integral part of Pan-Africanism and to be, quote-unquote, pro-black. You can't... Pro-black and Pan-African is not just a black male endeavor and that women just need to fall in line. No, they're integral parts to this. You see, there's a balance, right? In the black world, the black people, real Pan-Africans, real pro-black people understand that there's a balance between men and women. There's a balance between feminine energy and masculine energy, and how to master that. How both the feminine energy and the masculine energy are supposed to interact with each other to persuade each other to capitulate to each other's wants and needs, right? It seems like these black, so-called pro-black, freaking new age Pan-African people, they want to dominate and overbear the women. That's a white mentality. You know, they want to subjugate the black woman to have her fall in line, right? That's not Pan-Africanism. That's not unity. That's not black power. See, black people, African people, culturally, we know that the power lies in the unity of the feminine and the masculine. It knows that there's a balance, that both groups have a role, and that one is not dominant over the other, but they both got different roles to play. None less important than the other. Neither energy weaker than the other. You know? And a real man knows how to persuade a woman to follow him, not force a woman to follow him or shame a woman into following him. A real man, masculine energy, power of persuasion, his ability to persuade, to be romantic, to use his mastery of words, to use his ability to teach, to impress the woman with his ability to gather resources and take those resources and put those towards something tangible, towards an institution. That's what a feminine energy is attracted to. They're attracted to something that can help guide and structure its the fire and the fury of the female energy, right? It's a balance. You got to know how to do it. Some nuance, there's context with it, right? Not just this white European, I'm a man, I'm gonna dominate you, right? Or, you know, and that's in that sense. So the unity between the black woman and the black man, the black man valuing the black woman as an equal partner within her own role, and the black woman valuing the man as the equal partner in his masculine, in his manly role, that is true unity, true Pan-Africanism, true black power, right? Also, if you are a black person and you advocate for policies that go against your people, then you can't possibly be pro-black or Pan-African. That's why you can't be a conservative and be Pan-African. You can't be a conservative and be pro-black. That's why you notice conservative right-wing black people, what do? They come on the internet every day and they regurgitate the exact same thing that white racists regurgitate every day on their Fox News right-wing propaganda machines online and on TV. Everything they do is apologizing for whiteness. Everything they do is defending whiteness under the guise of personal responsibility, because white people use personal responsibility so that they don't have to take accountability for the atrocities and the degenerateness of the members of their community as a community. That's why they're always saying individualism, because individualism means as a white person, you are not responsible for other white people or what white people do or have ever done, because your name is Billy and Bob, and Billy and Bob never did nothing to you. Even if Billy and Bob are reaping the benefits of what their great-great-grandparents did, still sitting on the foundation of white supremacy and the systems created for them. Now, whether they benefit from that system that was created for them is their problem and the thing that they have to deal with, but that system wasn't created for us. And any black person that fights vehemently for that white power system can't be pro-black, because that's contrary to pro-black. So that's why any black man that disrespects or belittles or attacks black women, not pro-black, not pan-African. Any black woman that disrespects, belittle or tear down black men, they're not pro-black, not pan-African. There's a lot of black women out here who pretend to be pro-black, but they dating white, right? There's a lot of that shit, and they be the most furious, fiery ones, but yeah, you find out they got a white boyfriend named Brad, right? So it's about your actions. All them words that people talk about, they don't mean, what are you doing? Are you living it, right? Do you truly value blackness? Because if you did, we would see that reflect in your life. We would see that reflect in your rhetoric. So yeah, if you're a woman basher, black woman basher, if you're a black man basher, you're not pro-black, you're not pan-African. If you're a conservative, you wanna uphold to conserve white power in America, the white systems in America, you are not pro-black, you are not pan-African. It don't matter what the hell your name is. Anybody, you can name, your name don't mean shit. Your actions mean everything, right? And I saw some real pan-Africans, some real pro-blacks today who are unapologetically black. I saw some white people who are more pro-black than the black people I see on the internet pretending to be pro-black when they're anti-black. How about that? There are white people who are more pro-black than black people. And that's the truth. And that's the reality of the world, despite what people want to say, you know. And I was glad to be in a room where I wasn't the smartest one in the room, because you never want to be somewhere, if you always want to learn, you know, I always say learn something, teach something, right? I never want to be the smartest one in the room, because if I'm the smartest one in the room, I'm in the wrong room, because I ain't gonna learn nothing unless I'm the one speaking. But somebody else got to get up and teach me something too. It's got to be transactional. And today I was in a place with a bunch of intelligent, capable, motivated black people from around the world with Pan-African mentality to work together economically and socially together. We even had some North African Egyptians who said out his mouth he's unapologetically African. Dude was African. He was African. He definitely got some Arab, but you can't tell him that he was African as far as he's concerned. And he values his brothers and sisters in the global, in the southern part, the South Sahara. We got to stop saying sub-Sahara. We got to say South Sahara. South of the Sahara. Ain't nothing sub about us Africans. South Sahara, north of Sahara. South Sahara, north of the Sahara. And we, as black people, I kept trying to tell y'all, the new title for black or the black world is called Global South. The Global South is the new term. You got the Global North, which is everybody who's white, Europeans, and then you got the Global South that represents Africans. Also, 6th region represents us in the African Union. We are the 6th region of the African Union, the diaspora itself, which encompasses African Americans, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos. All of us have legal and governmental representation on the continent of Africa through its legal body called the African Union, which is becoming more capable, strong as time progresses and they get themselves together. And we have new politicians, younger politicians with new ideas and all the technologies and intellectual knowledge that they've gathered, you know, from participating in world economics and businesses and NGOs and politics, okay? So anyway, everybody, real Pan-Africans, pay attention to the real Pan-Africans doing the real work, trying to bring you the real information, and disregard and don't take serious the fake Pan-Africans that want to talk about street level trash that have nothing to do with the unification of the African people as a whole at all. Pay attention to what they do. not what their name is or what they say or their bullet point rhetorics. Pay attention to their actual actions and their sentiments. And as intelligent black people, as intelligent as black people are, I'm sure that we can discern who's real and who's not in this movement, because we got a lot of fake fraudsters, grifters within our community that we need to get rid of, because it's time for us to elevate. And if, in order for us to elevate, we need to purge those who are not good for us. Anyway, that's all I got to say. This is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.